Travel is being disrupted for a third day as a strike by French ferry workers continues to cause disruption on both sides of the channel. MyFerryLink workers walked out on Monday for the second time in a week over the sale of the company's ferries to the rival firm DFDS Seaways. The strikes closed the Port of Calais and left thousands of trucks bound for Dover stuck on the M20 in Kent. The industrial action is expected to continue until Thursday. The M20 remains closed in both directions between Leeds Castle and Ashford as part of Operation Stack. Food and water has been distributed to queuing lorry drivers and portable toilets have been put in place. Wet fish. Non-freight traffic traveling to Dover has been urged to use the A2 and M2. Truck driver Ellis Evans is stuck on the M20 near Ashford after joining the queue of lorries at 6 o'clock BST. We've been told by police to expect to be here for 24 hours minimum. Another trucker, Alan Overton from Grimsby, told BBC Radio Kent he had been stuck in the queuing traffic since just after 4 o'clock on Tuesday, with a lorry load of wet fish. At the moment we have enough fuel to keep the refrigerated motors going, but there'll come a point when that runs out and the load is in jeopardy of being scrapped, he said. It's already smelling, and fish water is dripping out of the trailers. Holidaymakers and local residents have also been affected by the traffic disruption in Kent, with villages and minor roads busier than usual as motorists try to avoid the M20. One visitor who had travelled down from Scotland with his family expressed frustration at the madness of Operation Stack. He said he was waiting at the port of Dover to board a ferry to Boulogne because P&O were using that port while the blockade at Calais continued. Another tourist from Gosport, who is staying at a caravan site in Canterbury, said the knock-on effect of the strike meant it was virtually impossible to travel around Kent. Crossing Kent is extremely difficult. I may not come back to this area again for a sightseeing visit, he said. On Tuesday the strikers disrupted Channel Tunnel services by burning tires on railway tracks in France. Ferry sailings between Dover and Dunkirk are operating as normal. P&O Ferries said it would be running a limited discharge-only service to Boulogne for outbound traffic. DFDS officially takes over the MyFerryLink service on Thursday. The French ferry workers went on strike over Eurotunnel, which owns the ships, selling the cross-channel service after a competition authority ruling to DFDS. Last week's disruption lasted 36 hours and saw blockades at the French port and the Channel Tunnel in Coquelles. Several Eurostar trains were also forced to return to St. Pancras, while in France migrants sought to exploit the port strike by attempting to climb on board UK-bound lorries caught in slow-moving traffic.